Hello, I am on episode 5 of Frog or Finish. In this episode, I'm going to, I believe, finish everything. So I decided to do a sports theme edition because I still, per the last episode, needed to finish the Eagles blanket. So I have that here. I have made a little bit of progress. I'm currently on row 76. So there are 100 rows. So I am on my way, hoping to wrap this one up. That is number one priority, to finish it. But I also, and kind of rooting around, I'm sure I didn't even find them all, but I found a few projects that I started that are also sports related. So first, I have not one. So here is one Phillies hat. This is a slouchy beanie with the Phillies emblem. I just have to put the top, and this is done. So I have one. I have two that this one I still have to, it looks like I ran out of yarn, but I need to continue and make it larger so that it becomes a hat. So there's number 2. And I found that I had a third one started. So I will probably frog this one, use the yarn for the second hat, and finish that. So those are the Phillies hats I found. I also found a headband that I was making. So this is a just a headband that was supposed to be 76ers. So the idea is that half of it was white and red, and then the remaining would be blue. So I'm going to finish this up. It could be red, white, and blue. It doesn't have to be Sixers related, but it was intended to be sports related. And then I have this bag. So this is where I started a Penn State sweatshirt where I was putting the sleeve as crocheted. So I'm definitely going to finish it, but I think I'm going to frog this portion. I just feel like it didn't fit right, if I remember. So have this one, and in turn I also have this sweatshirt. I haven't cut it up yet, but was intending to use this yarn with this sweatshirt. So super excited to have the multiple sports projects. So I have the Eagles blanket, the Phillies hats, the Sixers headband, and the Penn State sweatshirts. So that is my goal, to get finished this episode. So hopefully I can make that happen. So hopefully you'll join me along the way, and I'm so excited to get these finished. And it's always super fun to find projects that have been just in the bottom of the barrel, for me anyway, to see them come to life and not just be unfinished in the corner. So I'm excited. So I have finished my 76ers headband. Super cute, love it. While I was doing that last night, I decided, of course, with the Eagles game, we needed an Eagles one. So I did a Kelly green with kind of the football side, and then the Kelly green colors. And then I decided, well, I need one in the normal like teal colors for eagles. So I started that. So that's the one side there. So super excited to have a headband done. I did, you know, a couple more. So I'm excited. I think I want to do like a full series. So I'm going to do 76ers, Eagles Kelly Green, Eagles teal. I'll also do a Phillies. I'll do a Flyers. And I think that's it. I'm not sure. The Union. I have to do the Union, the soccer team. But I'm super excited and I can't wait to show you all the different renditions. This pattern is by Turtle Trunk. So it's actually called the Country Cottage Headband. So I think it's super fun that you can take something that's supposed to be one thing and turn it into, you know, a sports related headband. So I will try to get some clips of me making the headbands. I totally forgot to film doing this one, but I'll try to do some clips of the other headbands, or you'll just see it at the end. So for the headbands, I did a few. So we have the one that started it all, the 76ers. Next, I made Eagles Kelly Green. I made Eagles traditional teal. I made the Flyers. And I made the Union. So I have stopped with the headbands. I do have a Phillies one that I started and I should just finish it, but I'm moving on. I thought I would also share some of the other things that I have done this week. Instead of working on the rest of the sports, I made a little bag here. So I crocheted in some rings. So it has a strap. So that's super fun. And then I also made a Halloween bag. This one I did crochet the straps. So these just have 100% cotton. Yeah, super cute. And now I also was working on one of the charity blankets. So have just been doing a lot of things instead of working on the Eagles blanket. So I need to get back to that. You can kind of see in this corner, I have more of the sports items that I need to finish. And I did find out that one of the Phillies hats, one of the reasons I stopped is because the P is too high. So I'm going to have to just scrap it because when you put the hat together, it will not show the P. So it just isn't going to work, but I do have one that I just need to finish and hopefully I can wrap up this sports video. I also have the items there to make the Penn State sweatshirt. So I've been watching a bunch of tutorials to try to understand how I want to do that before I start making all the holes. So if you've made it this far, how exciting. And hopefully I will start working on my Eagles blanket soon, but wanted to show some of the random things I started to make instead, just because. So on to the next thing. Okay, so who thought that I would finish the Eagles blanket? Because it's still on the floor over there, unfortunately. But in other news, I have made about a bajillion spider web shawls. Here's another one. in progress right now. You know, here are all of these pieces of paper are currently orders that I need to fulfill that I just got in the last 2 days. So who knew that in October I would get about 30 spiderweb shawls ordered, which has caused me to not be able to work on a lot of things. However, I did work on a few things that were not sports related. One being a chicken bag, which I think is adorable. I just need to put the face on. I already have a strap, and I bought chicken fabric to put on the interior. So super excited about that. I started making a ugly Christmas sweater hat. So I guess it's just an ugly sweater or ugly Christmas hat. So I started that. I think it's so fun, and I just have not continued yet. I started making another hat, which I think is super fun, that I wanted to try, that is similar to the hat I normally make, where it's like ribbed, but this one used a lot smaller of a hook, and it's using this fun cotton. So kind of wanted to try that. So that's some more whips that I have started and not finished yet. I also have another spiderweb shawl, a black one with glitter in progress as well over here. So I think that ultimately I'm going to wrap this video up, because I feel like I have had it in the queue for a very long time, and I am going to try to maybe do some type of weekly video where it's like, what did I work on this week type thing, make myself more accountable that way, versus the frog or finish. I thought that I could be more accountable, but unfortunately I just keep finding myself making more and more things. So, which is okay. That's all about being a crafter, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to wrap this one up and on to the next one.